The Knicks are still alive, and Game 5 wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Facing elimination, backs against the wall, season on the line, the Knicks punched back hard. Final score was a 17-point win, but don't let that number fool you because this game was over long before the final buzzer. It was a response. This was the kind of heart, physicality, and execution that Knicks fans know this team is capable of. The captain, Jalen Brunson, came out with surgical precision. Karl-Anthony Towns was a beast in the paint. Mitchell Robinson was a game changer as usual, but Landry Shamet was the name that nobody was expecting that would change the game, and his presence was felt. Let's break down how the Knicks stayed alive and how they might just be swinging the momentum back in their favor heading into Game 6. Once again, Jalen Brunson. We've said it all playoffs long, this guy is the engine of the Knicks. And in Game 5, he was calm, locked in, and completely unfazed by the pressure. He dropped 32 points, hitting 12 of 18 shots and knocked down 4 of 7 from deep. He also added 5 assists, but more than the numbers, it was the way he ran this game. He controlled the tempo, hunted mismatches, and whenever the Pacers started to get even a flicker of life, Brunson shut it down. The footwork, composure, and ability to get to his spot is just elite, and in a must-win game, that's the guy you want leading your team. Now let's talk about Cat. There were questions about that knee contusion, about whether he'd be close to 100%, and he answered those questions and then some. 24 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 10 for 20 from the field. He played 36 minutes and he looked strong doing it. What stood out wasn't just the scoring, it was the physicality and aggressiveness. He battled inside, grabbed tough boards, and finished through contact. This was one of Cat's best games in the playoffs, not just because of the numbers, but because he played like someone who wasn't going to let the season end on his watch. Now let's talk about the energy guys, Landry Shamet and Mitchell Robinson. Shamet's numbers, just 5 points in 14 minutes, 2 of 3 from the field including a big time 3, but his impact was massive. He came in and immediately brought effort on defense, moved without the ball, and made smart plays. That stretch in the second quarter where the Knicks pushed the lead, Shamet was right in the middle of it. Then there's Mitch. 6 points, 6 boards, 2 blocks in 20 minutes with a steal as well off the bench. He was perfect from the field, but again, it's the things that don't show up in the box score. He altered shots, controlled the paint, and switched on defense when needed and completely disrupted Indiana's ability to finish inside. This was vintage Mitchell Robinson, active hands, verticality, cleaning up the glass, and bringing real toughness in the middle. Defensively, the Knicks showed up. They held Indiana to just 94 points on 40.5% shooting and forced a wild 19 turnovers. Tyrese Haliburton just 8 points on 2 for 7 shooting. Mikal Bridges deserves a ton of credit there. His ball pressure and ability to fight through screens gave Haliburton fits. This was the Knicks playing Knicks basketball, gritty, physical, and locked in on that end. They communicated, they rotated, and they didn't give up easy looks. This was team defense at its finest, and it completely suffocated Indiana's flow. So what now? The series heads to Indianapolis for Game 6, and the Knicks, they've got momentum. They showed in Game 5 that they can outplay this Pacers team when they stay disciplined, stay physical, and execute on both ends. But it's not going to be easy. Saturday night is going to be a war. The Pacers will be desperate to close it out on their home floor. But if the Knicks bring this kind of energy again, if Brunson keeps cooking, if Towns and Mitch control the paint, and if guys like Deuce and Shamet give that spark off the bench, we might be looking at Game 7 at the Garden, and anything can happen there. The Knicks aren't done. Game 5 was a full team performance, stars doing their thing, role players stepping up, and MSG rocking. They've given themselves a shot, so what do you think? Can the Knicks steal one in Indy and bring this back to New York? Let me know in the comments, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Knicks news and updates you will not want to miss. It's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.